Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to Pillars of Eternity. I'm Jay from Another Dying and I kickstarted this game, and the Steam version has basically unlocked just this minute, well, like 10 minutes ago or something. And I basically spent that time to set up everything, and now I'm going to check this game out. So you are going to see first impressions, the very first impressions of myself playing this. So this is a role-playing game, a computer RPG, a CRPG, and it's deliberately styled after the classic games in the genre, like specifically the Infinity Engine games like Baldur's Gate, Icewind Dale, and Planescape Torment. I've not really played many of those, actually. The only one I really played was Baldur's Gate. My colleague, A, actually had this back then, even though he's not even that big of a role-playing game guy. But yeah, so we played a bit of it, but I don't think we ever came really far in it. So, I don't know. When the Kickstarter ran, I thought it might be a fun idea to just back this game and see how it comes out. And so I did. And now it is out, and everyone is excited as hell. So the whole world is flipping out about this game, and I'm doing a video. So that also means that probably 5 million other people are doing videos on Pillars of Eternity. But yeah, that's just how it goes. What's going on? I don't know. Something's going on. Yeah, sorry. Let's continue. So, as I said, I've just now started the game. There's not much going on. We can take a look at the options menu here. I don't know. Well, let's not do that for now. We're going to check that out later. Let's just start a new game, I guess. So, what do we have here? Easy, normal, hard, Path of the Damned. Receive. Okay, so easy. Nah, I don't want that. Normal difficulty, strategy and efficiency. Forgives a few mistakes in combat. Hard difficulty, suited for Infinity Engine veterans, which I'm not really. As I said, I've played a little bit of Baldur's Gate, but that's basically it. It's a big gap in my gaming. I don't know. My gaming stuff is just one whole gap, so it doesn't matter. But micromanagement and optimization, I think that might be actually pretty annoying. Path of the Damned. Maybe I think I'm just going to pick normal difficulty. Disables number of helper features in the game. Own faculties and intuition. You should play expert mode. Selected when you start a new game. Cannot be re-enabled. Now, what is this even? Rely on their own faculties and intuition. Yeah, and what does that mean? Trial of Iron mode. Only one save file is kept. Okay, so if we get killed, that's basically permadeath. Nah, I don't think that this game is actually designed for permadeath, so I'm not going to do that for my first playthrough, I guess. So, I'm debating whether I want expert mode or not. Maybe that hides a few skill checks or something? I don't know. Let's just go normal and whatever. I can start a new playthrough or whatever if I want to later on. Obsidian Entertainment presents. That looks kind of nice, actually. That cinematic here. Pillars of Eternity. So this game started out as Project Eternity, and they made the daring name change to Pillars of Eternity. The bestiary contains all the information you have unlocked about every creature type you have fought.
5 wagons
Oh.
blindly for the path.
Exposition.
Night. Their master glancing ever upward to the skies for assurance that he is on the right course. A dim lantern, his only protection against the encroaching darkness. But the skies bring no comfort, shining no light, betraying no hint of what they know. The caravan carries travelers bound for the frontier hamlet of Gilded Vale, you among them, where a local lord has offered land and wealth to settlers from abroad looking for a fresh start. You have taken suddenly ill, sweating and shivering, and one of the other travelers signals for the caravan master to stop on your behalf. He pulls up just in time to avoid plowing into the trunk of a fallen tree that bars the way ahead. You will go no further tonight.
Okay, so from what I gather, there's a lot of text in this game. I'm kind of debating with myself how I'm going to handle this in this video, but I kind of want to take everything in, so we're probably going to read it for this video, if it's not already read out to us. So yeah, done. And let's see. Haven't created a character yet, or anything. And now we create a character, okay. So, sex, male and female. The binary is in full effect. The place of men in society, varies. Ixamitl. Okay, a lot of fantasy names in there. Female. Largely dependent on where she is from. Let's create a female character, why not? So what do we have? Human. Humans, commonly called folk, are the most common race in the Direwood, the Edir Empire, Old Valia and the Valian Republics. So this game seems to be rich in lore and it has all kinds of fantasy stuff going on. Okay, this is basically Avatar, I guess. The mighty Aumaua, I don't know, are the largest of the Kith races. Found in or near oceans, okay. Dwarf, that looks like a dwarf. Elf, that looks like an elf. And they have kind of stat changes here, so that's dexterity and perception. Resolve, might, less might, but much perception. So those are the stats, so we need to figure those out. Orlands, the smallest. Yeah, maybe. Seem to be as big as the dwarfs, but sure. Large ears, two-toned skin and hirsute bodies. Mental intensity and quickness, okay. And godlike. Well, that looks kind of weird, kind of disturbing. Are children of the Kith. So every other race, I guess, who have been blessed with physical aspects associated with the gods. Aberrant head shapes, yeah, I see that. Unable to wear protective headgear. That looks interesting. Dexterity and intellect. I don't even know what kind of character I want to make. Maybe I'm going to make a rogue or ranger kind of guy. Kind of gal, rather. Dexterity, abstraction of a character's hand-eye coordination, balance and overall grace. In interaction, it can be used for sleight of hand and fast reactions. In combat, action speed with all attacks, spells and abilities, Yeah, so from what I've heard, is that in a way, actually every stat can be of use for every class. So it just depends on what kind of playstyle you want. So perception, senses, instinctive ability to pick up on details, catch someone in a lie, deflection and reflex. Let's just pick an elf. How about that? Wood elf, pale elf. Well, that is pale. Wood elf. Bonuses to accuracy, deflection and reflex. Burn and freeze damage reductions. You know what? I'm gonna pick a wood elf, because ranger, I don't know, or rogue. Classes. So we have a bunch of classes here. Barbarian. Okay. Chanter. So barbarian is probably kind of a melee fighter, I would guess. I don't know where I got that from, but sure. Chanter. Okay, chanter is already sounding interesting because I don't know what that is. So they are chanting, probably. They are singing songs. Chanters starting abilities. All chanters can continuously speak chants made up of magical phrases. Passive effects, okay. Huh, interesting. Invocations. Okay, law mechanics. Endurance, health, accuracy, deflection. Sure. Druid. Spirit shift. Okay, so we can basically turn into animals then. And spells. Variety of offensive and some support-oriented spells. Interesting. What's a cipher? Powers. Can directly target allies and enemies with powerful soul-focused effects. Cost focus. Built through the use of their soul whip. Okay, so they went kind of unconventional with a few of these classes. That's interesting. Fighter. That's basically constant recovery. Continually regenerate endurance, so that's maybe kind of a sword and shield person. Monk. Wounds. Wounds can be used to power many of the monk's special abilities. So monks are kind of masochistic apparently, so we want to get hit if we play a monk. And unarmed attacks, and it's unarmed. Okay, so no weapon fighting. Interesting. Paladin. Yeah, probably between a cleric and a fighter or something. Priest. Holy Radiance. Okay, interesting. Spells, support and some offense-oriented spells. Ranger. Warriors of the Woodlands and Masters of the Hunt. Okay, so as a ranger we have a animal companion and we're probably going to use bows and arrows. Rogue. Vicious killers, feared for the brutality of their attacks. Can be found often in dark back alleys. Sneak attack, stealth and mechanics. I kind of like a rogue, I must say. So I'm going to create a rogue. How about that? Next one, crippling rogue abilities. So we can pick one ability. Crippling strike and blinding strike. What's a crippling strike? Speed average. Hobbled. Sure. Versus fortitude. Oh dear, we have a lot of role-playing game systems here. I don't know what fortitude is. That's a stat that you have, and that's basically a resistance against... Okay. Resists attacks on the internal physical systems of the character, poison, disease, etc. Okay. Blinding strike. Dirty attack that makes the opponent unable to see. Inflicts extra damage and blinds the target. You know what? Let's take blinding strike for now. I like that. And now we can invest points into attributes. So we have might. Highly recommended for rogue. Okay, so this is probably what we would not see if we would play in with the with the hardcore mode on. It wasn't hardcore, but you know what I mean. Might, physical and spiritual strength. Brute force, ability to channel powerful magic. So let's just put a few points into might. And we are going to put a few points into dexterity. Abstraction, hand-eye coordination, yeah. Reflex defense, so we want to be speedy. Intellect. Logic and reasoning capabilities. Useful for deduction, sudden realization and problem solving. Combat with the will defense and influences durations and areas of effects for all abilities and talents. So maybe that's not what we're going to do, so let's take some points away. Let's be stupid. Let's be fucking stupid. Let's put that to 5. Constitution, perception. Constitution is probably health and stamina. Okay. Maximum health and endurance and fortitude. Okay. Perception. Instinctive ability to pick up on details. Deflection and reflex defenses. It's also recommended for us. And intellect is also recommended. And I just put that down. But I don't know. Maybe that's a stupid idea. Let's deduct some from Constitution, because we don't want to get hit anyways, right? Let's put a bunch of points into Perception. What's Resolve? Internal drive, determination, fearlessness, emotional intensity, mental intimidation, leadership, convincing performances. Huh. Put that to 12. I'm going to put some more into intellect. I'll put that to 10 and that to 8. Maybe like this? Sure. Let's try that. I don't know. I have no clue, because I have not played this before. And now we can pick a culture. Edir. Okay, centered. So that gives us +1 to resolve. That gives us Deadfire Archipelago. And that also lets us look different. Well, that looks fucking stupid. 2 clubs. Sure. Old Valia Rauatai. The Living Lands. And now we just look like a barbarian. Deadfire Archipelago. Edir. Resolve +1. I'm kind of partial to this one because of dexterity, or to this one. I mean... Let's pick this one, because +1 to dexterity is a good idea, I guess. Can we actually... just... how far can we increase stuff? Okay. Yeah, let's do it like this, so that we have this on our max. Okay. So... Right? Right, sure, whatever, what the fuck. So, background, aristocrat, lore +2, stealth +1, survival +1. A drifter. Never quite fit in no matter where you go. So you kind of craft a backstory to your character here. That's kind of cool. Hunter, stealth and survival, mercenary, laborer, athletics, mechanics. Merchant, raider, stealth and athletics, athletics and survival. Stealth and athletics. Maybe that's a good idea. Stealth and survival, I don't know. What does that do? Better use of the food and potion items they find. What does athletics do? Tiring work. Traveling, finding... Well, let's pick the raider then. Sure, why not? No, not done. Next! Okay, appearance. Colors, primary. That looks like... yeah, that's exactly like in Baldur's Gate back in the day. Almost exactly like that. Secondary. Oh, that's our pants. Let's make them brown. Skin. Oh, there are not many skin colors that we can choose from. All kind of white-ish. A few more hair colors. Red hair, sure. Blonde. Brown hair. Dark hair. I don't know. Sure. Can't give her facial hair. I'm sad. Okay. Head. Okay, 3 different heads. Now let's take this one. And different hairstyles. So for a roguish character, it would make sense to have short hair, right? In a way? I don't know, we don't need to roleplay this. Maybe this one, it's not short hair, but yeah, sure. Maybe this one, I don't know. Yeah, just like that. Anything else? Nah, not really. Let's just pick this one, why not? Next one. Oh, we can pick a portrait out of 66 different portraits. Okay, so that's everything in here. That is just like back in the day. That's just like... So now we need to find something that looks at least a little... Oh, it's also the male portrait. That looks at least a little like our person here. Ah. Oh yeah, no, not really, not really. This one probably, right? Sure, whatever. Let's take this one. Okay.
Yes. I've got this. Onward! Keeping quiet.
Yes.
I shall lead us. Let's go!
Yes.
Follow me. Rah! Steady does it.
I'm here, leading the way. Time to see and not be seen.
Yeah, sure. Let's pick feisty. Enter name. Enter name. I don't know. Whatever. Rezia. Okay. So Steam has just now finished downloading a bunch of stuff. All my backer items or something. I don't know. I didn't think I would get anything because I backed at just the game tier. Okay, whatever. The Gilded Veil. And there we are. This game is played from a top-down perspective. The Caravan Master finishes addressing the group, his bushy red mustache and sagging jowls quivering as if for emphasis. Right.
Everybody stays close to the wagons, got it? Stay out of the woods, and beasts take you if you were planning a stroll through those ruins up there.
And he nods toward a looming black mass on the hillside.
Whole
Okay.
area's crawling with hut-dwelling types who'd be happy to stick an axe in you for trespassing. So mind that you don't track mud on their sacred blazing rocks. Tonight, everybody stays put, and in the morning we'll get the path cleared. Gilded Vale's less than a day out. Understood?
Okay, and then he turns to
To
us.
the rumbling rot, could be. There's a stinging beetle round here, carries it. You'll be fine once it passes your innards. Unless you don't drink water, of course. In which case you'll be dead in a day.
Sure.
There's a berry grows in these parts, small and pink, called a springberry, about the size of a fingernail. Give you cramps if you eat it, but the frontiersmen make a tea from it. Calms the insides. Should get you through the night. You might check around, see if you can find some. Meanwhile, I'll see if we can scare you up some water.
Sure.
I know you want to hunt before it gets much darker. Let's see about refilling our water first. Got a sick one here.
Okay, so apparently we are sick. And we need to find a bunch of berries, I guess.
They grow on a bush that's
There's a
common
roaring
around here,
start.
kinda funny looking. You'll know it when you see it. Doubt you'd have to go far off the road to find one.
Okay. What are those
Nothing you won't
ruins?
see on half the hills of Air Glonfoth. Money to be made selling their knickknacks in Defiance Bay, if you don't mind getting stuck with Glonfoth and arrows now and again. They didn't build them, but I'll be the effigy if they don't watch them like a mother bear.
Okay.
Of course, all the ones around here have been ransacked 10 times over. Got nothing left worth half a pond, so I hear.
Okay, so our attributes, skill, class, race, culture, and sex may all open options for you in dialogue. Not necessarily superior, that's good, to the other responses, but give you a wider variety of choices to select from. This is something I really like, so that's good, but we apparently don't have anything here who did build the ruins.
Got different names for them. Settlers called them Ingwithans. Nobody
Okay.
can like them enough to stop them becoming ruins, tell you that much. Not if you hurry about your business.
It
And not
isn't
if the weather
dangerous.
holds up.
What kind of weather do we
This
get
time of
here?
year, rain mostly, and wind. But there's a different kind of wind out here time to time. Locals call it a beowick, born out of the ether, the spirit's path. Never seen it myself, never care to.
Okay, and what are those huge rocks? Those huge rocks coming out of the
They
ground.
don't got Audra where you come from?
Audra,
Well,
okay.
it just grows up out of the ground like this. Goes deep like tree roots. Some of it all the way to the heart of the world, you believe the stories.
Okay.
It's more like a shell than a proper rock. Easier to work if you're a mason. Got all kinds of strange properties. Seems to have some kind of life of its own. The soul butchers in
Alright.
Defiance Bay use it for different things. I've heard tell it can hold a man's... Hold on. Take someone with you. I know you're not some helpless tenderfoot. Not like most of this lot. But you drop dead, I don't want to be looking for the body. Got a schedule to keep.
Okay, now we can pick someone with us. Yeah, as you have seen, I'm not going to let everything play out all the time, because then this video might take us, like, I don't know, 6 hours and we don't make any progress or anything. And yeah, so if I think everything is alright, then I'm just gonna continue. Kalisha, and she looks up on her own time. She needs to find some springberries. Watch that she doesn't drop dead.
No promises.
Okay, so this is apparently the first character, yeah? Kalisha. No promises.
What kind of guide says something like that?
Kind you can afford.
Don't listen to her. You're in good hands. And I pay too well, if anything.
Okay.
Off with you. Hayden should have supplies. See that you're equipped before you head out. We're in harsh country. Get your berries and hurry back. And if you get so much as a tickle of wind, you drop everything and you run. Something in the air tonight. If it's a Beawick, we'll shelter in the ruins. Hut dwellers be damned.
Okay. So, we need to speak with Heodan to get supplies, and then we need to find berries, and we're going to take her with us, apparently. And dialogue.
You heard the man. Let's get going before you keel over.
Got it.
Okay, and now we can walk around. Okay, this looks just like one of these games. Okay, welcome to Pillars of Eternity. You may want to watch these windows. Okay, sure, I'm going to do that. Always consists of your character and up to 5 additional companions. Now the caravans camped outside. Udima Kalisha to help us. Kalisha is a fighter at close quarters defense. Use these abilities to complement our own. Okay. Select a party member. Yeah. Press the number button. Okay, so 1 and 2. Oh yeah, that works. To select multiple party members. Yeah, and we can just... Alright. Move selected characters. Yeah, let's move. We know that.
Anyone need supplies? I've got sundries for sale.
Are friendly. Simply greet you and go on their way. Merchant has a conversation that opens his store with equipment for sale. Let's just talk to this guy. Hello. You see a man wearing simple but mostly neat clothes. He's transfixed, however, by a ragged tear in the seam of his tunic.
Got a whole wagon full of goods to sell, but not enough shirts for the road.
Alright.
Say, is there anything you need? I've got some basic traveling supplies for sale.
Let's see what he's got. Okay, we have a cloak of the Obsidian Order. We have a Gon's Pledge, which is a ring. What does that mean? Okay, sure. And we have a giant miniature space piglet. What the fuck? Oh, these are probably backer items that I got for backing the Kickstarter, right? Right, probably. And now we can... Okay, now we can actually buy things, I guess. We have 100 what? CP? Copper points? I don't know. What do we have equipped? Can we actually see that? No. Okay, and that's the... What's that? Our stash. And that's our party. Medium shield. Oh, well, okay, sure. Hide armor, brigandine. That's all way too expensive. Do we need anything? Actually, sure. So we already have a saber and a dagger, and we have a scale armor. And she has a battle axe and a torch, and also scale armor.
Something else you need? Looks like...
But, yeah, I don't know. Anything here? Maybe potions? Potion of minor regeneration. Can't get that. But we can actually buy lockpicks. Oh no, only one of those. Or 2 of those. Let's get 2 of those. Oh, Christ. Okay, let's get 2 lockpicks. Because why not? I mean, we are rogue, right? We can make use of lockpicks. And now that we talk to the guy, let's just go out and see if we can find anything. So do we have a map? Yes, we actually do have a map. And that shows us Geodan. The fallen tree doesn't budge.
Not looking forward to trying to lift that thing tomorrow.
Huh. So they're commenting on stuff. I already kind of like this. This is hitting all the right notes. So there are horses back here. Okay. Let's walk back over here and see if we can find some of those berries. Also, let's take a look at everything. How about that? Exploration is key in Pillars of Eternity. Open the area map. I've already done this. So, inventory. So apparently every one of our characters has their own inventory, and we have apparently a stash with stuff in it. Page 1 of 1. Okay, can probably, and that's shared inventory or something. We have no camping supplies. There's crafting. Food, potions, oh dear, oh Christ, oh dear. Yeah, alright. Okay, we will take a look at that later. And there is stuff to this. We have a journal. Quest log, okay. Hollowing of the dire wood. So we need to collect some spring berries, and we have the Gilded Vale. Journey to Gilded Vale. Okay. So this is our... Okay, so this is probably the main quest, and those are going to be side quests and tasks. I don't know what the difference between a task and a side quest is, but we're going to find that out. We have a biography. Cyclopedia. Bestiary, afflictions and injuries. Okay, there's lots of stuff to read. That's good. So if we need anything, if we don't know what anything is, we can just look that up in here. That's good to know. So this is apparently combat mechanics. So there are lots of combat mechanics. And there's some lore stuff here. Deities. Equipment. Camping supplies. Are required to rest in most wilderness and dungeon areas. Okay, so there's a resting mechanic apparently. The stash holds all of our items. Stronghold. The stronghold, also known as Cad Noir, is a base of operation for storage, rest, organization, party management, and investment. Tools. Sure, locations. Oh god, all that stuff. Lore, and billions of lore stuff, okay. And we can make our own notes. That's good. Well, sure. That's just the map. The stronghold. We don't own a stronghold, so apparently later on we will own a stronghold. That's awesome. Options. Oh yeah, there are options. Auto pause. So this game has a real-time with pause fighting system. And apparently we can tell it to automatically pause, for example, when combat starts. And all kinds of other stuff. Auto pause when a party member is engaged by an enemy in melee combat. Or if we have low health, then the game automatically pauses. Okay, this could be really, really useful. So we're going to... Maybe I'm going to do some of that later on, but for now let's just play. Let's take a look around here. Oh, there's some bad stuff going on here. Oh, now we have combat. Possible real-time system. Often manage more than one character at a time. It's a good idea to pause the game, issue orders, and resume real-time to see the orders play out. Okay, good. Then, what can we do? We can do a blinding strike with her, and she can knock down. And we can talk to her. Okay, weapon sets. So let's just attack this thing. Start by attacking this thing. Okay, we scored a crit. A crit is a better result than a than a hit, and they are more likely to occur when the attack's accuracy is higher than the target's defense. Yeah, a lot of number crunching going on here. Attacks that do damage will do more damage on crit, of course. Status effects will have increased duration on a crit. Grazes are worse than hits. Okay. Let's see. Okay, all the stuff is in here. Can we actually... Do we have combat log? Like this? Oh yeah, we have combat log. So we hit, or critted, the young wolf for 22 slash damage. And we interrupted the young wolf.
What you need?
Well, how about you are going to knock down this guy. So 2 per encounter. So apparently this is limited per encounter, melee only, knocking them prone but causing little damage. Now let's try this and let's continue. Boom. Knocked down and murdered. A limited number of users. Number of times per encounter will have all of its users restored when combat ends. Abilities that can be used a number of times per rest only will only be restored at if you rest. Okay, that's interesting. Good. So now we can loot and pick up a wolf hide. It's probably a crafting material, I guess. I would guess. Put that in the stash. How about that? Right? Right. Good.
Eh?
So the wolf has apparently done some bad stuff to the thing here, and everything is kind of pixelated if you zoom in too much. Oh, and there are berries. Okay,
Yeah.
let's pick them up. And cutscene. Okay. Well, not cutscene, but dialogue. No offense, but I've known my share of dangerous people, and you remind me of them. Oh yeah, we are a raider, so we have apparently a dark past and did some bad shit back in the day. I've been known to liberate certain underappreciated valuables from their owners' homes. You wouldn't have wanted to run into me at sea. We boarded and plundered ships. But I'm a level 1 character. I was a highwayman in my old life. Or a highway woman, rather. Yeah. How did you happen to come here? That kind of work, there's a lot of killing, and most times they don't deserve it. The people I banded with were small thinkers. I have larger goals in mind, need better people. So there's a lot of stuff to actually roleplay your character and stuff. We drew the attention of the army, and they came down on us hard. We disbanded. Or we can just always say this isn't your business. Now let's play a good character for now. We've all got things we'd like to leave behind. God knows I do. I'll tell you that. Here's hoping they never track us down. Been a long time since I've been this way, but I always did like it, okay? Lord Redrick's offer makes a girl think. I'll give him that. You're here to settle like the rest of the lot? I hadn't given it much thought. I don't know what that means. Settle where? No harm in that. Might as well see the place first. So you must have some other plan in mind for coming this way. I hope to meet someone and fall in love. No. Probably the same things I did before. Looking for some adventure, really. Getting into trouble, find some new friends. Looking for some adventure. You should hook up with an expedition. Some of the bigger towns send regular groups out to unexplored places. Long as you don't mind a little danger. No, I don't. Because I want experience points. And danger means experience points. Anyway, I'm wasting time here. Odemas will give me an earful. Let's be on our way. Why are you here? My sister moved out here some time back. She sent me a letter. She seemed worried. Well, that's how she always is. This time, though, she asked me to come out. And that's got me a little worried. Sure, I haven't seen her in ages. Been doing guide work in Ixamital. Ixamital? I don't know. But I'd do anything for her. She is... well, she's a much better woman than me. So I'm here and we'll see. Okay, tell me about yourself. So, she's worked with Odema before. He's doing it for me. Okay. Tell me about yourself. I've got simple needs. I like open skies and far horizons. I find work that lets me live that way. I wonder if she is actually a permanent companion or not. My family wanders too. We started in Direwood, but my parents ended up in the Living Lands. Or Deerwood, Direwood. I've no idea. I've got a brother in Rauatai and another in Edir. My sister in Gilded Vale. She's the only real homebody. What can you tell me about Direwood? I'm not much for history, but from what I know, it used to be a part of the Edir Empire. Broke off after a war some years back. The locals here are feisty, and that's how they like it. Alright, okay. Let's get back to camp, I guess. Talked enough. You know, I wouldn't hold my breath that Sparfel's getting you water anytime soon. He does what he feels like, when he feels like it. We should check up on him first. Slap him around a little. Stream's just down that way. Let's get you your water. Okay, so we gained a bit of experience, yeah? We have updated our quest, and now we need to find Sparfel, which is an interesting name, if I may say so. Take a look at the map. Probably down there, the stream, right? Sure. Sure. I also kind of like the combat, I must say. Actually, oh yeah. And with tab, you can just highlight stuff. And we got a burned lady was added to the stash. And the springberry was also added to the stash. So that's probably how you search for alchemy ingredients. You just look around and pick up stuff. What's that? Scouting. Oh, can scout with her.
Time to see and not be seen.
Yeah, now we can scout. Good. Different formations. Cancel, attack, camp. Alright, let's stop scouting. I don't think we need that for now. What does that even do? Oops. Slow mode active. No, I don't want slow mode. Double speed. Oh, you can play this in double speed. Oh, that's good. That's good for walking around, I guess. You can actually do scout. Maybe we see something. Oh, there's a deer. Scouting mode is used both for stealth and for finding hidden objects. Okay. Like traps and secret containers. So that's probably useful. While scouting, a circle will start to fill with yellow when a character is starting to detect them. Okay, so that's happening just now. Once the circle fills yellow, the character is suspicious and will move to investigate, while the circle fills red. And we will be discovered if it is red. Find hidden objects based on his or her mechanics skill. A higher mechanics skill allows them to find objects at a greater distance. Okay. I don't know what that now was. So, okay, so our rogue is actually, only she got detected, but she did not. So, yeah, and now it has seen us. Huh, that's cool. That is cool. So, yeah. The bumbling barbarian's probably more likely to get detected. Oh no, what do we have here? Travelers maybe, or looters, or bandits. Bad sign, any way you figure it. It's cold to the corpse is cold to the touch. A ripe smell. Okay, so probably an old corpse. Dark crusted bloodstain besmirches its simple linen clothing.
Yeah.
Well, let's pick up some stuff. Leather armor. Okay. So it's also medium armor. Recovery speed minus 30%. So it's one less armor class, and but also less of a penalty to recovery speed, I guess. Okay.
Got it.
Good. Then let's continue. Let's continue up here. So maybe we need to cross the stream. Probably. Never cross the streams, they say. But,
Went hunting. At least you left the water skins. Come on.
Okay. He went hunting,
Yeah.
but he left the water skins. So let's pick it up. You crouch at the riverbank and dip your water skin into the cool water while Kaliska waits nearby, keeping watch. As you rise, you notice her look sharply towards the tree line. Out of the trees emerges Sparfell, one of the guides, barely discernible in the dim moonlight. That doesn't sound good. He no longer carries his bow, and there's a strangeness to his gait. A spastic wobble in his ordinarily deft stride as he moves towards you with a labored breath.
Sparful, are you alright?
Oh. Yeah, that does not look alright, I guess. His toe catches on a rock and he collapses forward in a heap. As you can see, the feathered shaft of an arrow planted between his shoulders like an enemy flag. Oh, crikey. Oops.
Ambush!
Ambush. Oh no. Okay, paused, and now we are in combat.
What you need?
So, how about... So, what have we... We have a hunter, and we have 2 hunters. We don't know anything about them. So, I think... Yeah, we can't really do any fancy stuff here. So... Oh no, my telephone is doing stuff. Sorry about that. Sure. Okay. So, we're gonna knock down this guy. You are going to blind... Oh no, let's attack him first. But once he comes closer, we're going to blind him and then weigh on this guy. How about that? Well, let's see what happens. So knock him... Oh. Okay, sometimes a weapon or spell isn't well suited to penetrating an enemy's damage reduction. Okay, so apparently our weapon or attack was ineffective, I guess. No, not really. Oh, crikey. You go down here. Whoa! And we gypped him. Okay, come on, we have to get back to the camp. So we got hit. We got hit for endurance, but only lost a little health. I don't know how this system quite works yet, but
Yeah.
Okay. So what do we have? Hide armor. It's a light armor. That's probably kind of good for us, right? And we got a hunting bow.
Sure.
Probably don't need that, but and some money.
Eh?
Okay, let's see if we have anything else here. Maybe we do, maybe we don't. And that's beer. Yeah. Get the beer. Also, I'm still going at full speed. Maybe I need to reduce that for combat. That was actually too quick. The footprints around the campfire are indistinct and may have been here for days or longer. Sure. Okay, I guess. Let's see. I think we explored actually most of the map. The guy is dead. The bandits are dead. So let's just run back to our camp now. And oh, crikey, okay. Slow mode active, game paused.
Eh?
So, you are going to blind this guy.
What you need?
You're going to knock down this guy. No, that didn't work. So the knockdown kind of didn't work. Or is he knocked down now? Is it not represented in... I don't know. Oh, and then you blind this guy. What about that? Oh no! Now we are knocked down.
What you need?
Can you stand up? Hello? Please? Will the real Slim Shady please stand up? Sorry, that was stupid. Okay, we can't do that anymore. Okay, now you walk around and blind this guy. Yes, okay. Kill this guy. Murder those guys. Okay, I can see where the strategy is going to come in. Okay, that was a big old good time murdering, wasn't it? Also, apparently, the combat does not give you experience, so it's. Let's pick up everything here. Why not? Combat does not give you experience. You get that only from quests, which is something I usually really like.
Yeah, no problem.
Because that means that you can do stuff in different ways. Oh god, everyone's dead around here. Oh, all around you lie the massacred remains of the other travelers, peppered with arrows and knife hilts. Splayed and bug-eyed and filthy on the blood-damp earth. Kaliska puts the back of her left hand to her mouth, as if to ward away the horror like poisonous vapor. A handful of dark figures stands above the fallen, treading on limbs and backs and heads, jerking their axes from bodies as if from half-split logs as they prepare to add you to the sprawling pile beneath them. One of them, towering and severe, with a thick beard tasseled with knots, holds a wet blade at the neck of the man you recognize as Theodan, the last of your caravan left standing. Okay, lay down your arms, trespasser. Do not forfeit this forfeit this man's life for a fight you will lose. Okay, so that would actually be an answer that we can't do because we don't have met the requirement. That's interesting. Why have you done this? We have not trespassed. We merely wish to pass through. I don't know what they did, but I didn't have anything to do with it. Murderers, you will pay for each life. You will try to kill us either way. Why make it easy? Let's try to reason with them first. Your words carry no weight when I have seen the truth with my own eyes. Blood must be paid for this intrusion. Okay, now we have one rank in a disposition reputation. This reputation represents how people perceive your personality throughout the world. Okay, even seemingly nasty reputations will be favored by some people, and benign reputations often bring out the worst in certain people. No disposition is inherently good or bad in Pillars of Eternity. But if your main character is a priest or paladin, you must be careful not to misalign their dispositions with what is favored by their deity and order. But we are a rogue, so that doesn't really matter. Let's continue. So I say again, lay down your arms. Okay, don't trust them, they mean to kill us all. Okay, we are innocent in this. Only a fool attacks a weak enemy while a stronger one yet lives. Your courage is a mask. None of you has yet slain a true warrior. Because we can see that, because we have enough perception. And we have enough might to just be athletics, rush the man before you can react. Very well, let him go. Let's do the perception thing. The man's brow creases, questioning. We have killed many, trespassers like you. Your kills are sloppy. The wounds on these people are inefficient and off-target. This is the work of an untested man accustomed to carelessness. The man bares his teeth. He looks at Theodan, helpless, his eyes shut tightly for the killing blow. We'll see whose courage is a mask. He shoves Theodan toward you. As he does so, the man rakes his blade against Theodan's torso. Theodan screams and strumbles forward, a wide gash in his clothing beginning to bloom crimson. The man sets his feet to engage you, his axe raised high. Oh dear. Well, let's continue. We have the leader, and we have 2 hunters. But they seem to be melee guys.
What you need?
How can I
Okay,
help?
so we also have Theodan now. And he's also a rogue? Yeah, he's also a rogue. So how about you go back in our direction, and we start attacking the hunter. Oh, you start attacking the hunter too. You can start by blinding this guy. Yeah, start by blinding this guy. We're going to attack him. Oh no, he's lying down now. Sure.
Yeah.
Then you will blind this guy. And you will try to knock down this guy. Yes, of course. Awesome. Oh well, that made quick work of it. Yeah. No problem at all, actually. So, knock down this guy too. Bam! Nice. Okay, is that it? Yes. Your enemy lies supine on the ground, unable to rise. His companions now silent among the other dead. His breath comes in wheezing, fitful gasps. He looks not at you, but at the sky above you. Forgive us. Barely audible beneath his choked sighs, a whisper of wind stirs the air. At this, the man's eyes roll back as he closes them. Good, good, the gods are just. A queer smile comes across his face. I am ready. Is that one of those winds? Probably. The wind begins to swell, whipping around the camp. Electric and volatile, upending pots and rattles, rattling tents like an angry spirit. You can feel it begin to seep beneath your skin, like a jetty beginning to succumb to the surge of a great wave. And where it pierces you, it feels as though it is rending you apart from within. The writing is actually kind of good in this game. I mean, it is fantasy writing. And I don't read fantasy books, for example. I'm not really big on genre fiction. But I think this is actually rather well written. Okay, so there's the caravan master, settled against a wagon wheel amidst the howling maelstrom, slashed across chest and bowel. Odemar's body stirs, and with great effort he raises his sagging head, his eyes barely open. He looks directly at you.
Get inside! Run!
Okay, well, let's run, I guess. Oh dear, stuff is happening. Hey, and there's a big old cave over there, more like a cavern. Straining against a gale that threatens to pull you off of your feet with every step, you set your hands in the worn folds of weathered rock and set about pulling yourself up the precipice. With the last burst of energy before your arms give out, you swing yourself up onto the ledge. Theodan trails behind, slowed by injury and delayed by early hesitation. As he nears the face of the rocks, one of the fallen attackers, who had been feigning death, lunges for Theodan and topples him onto the rocky ground. Okay, Theodan lashes out against his fatigued assailant but struggles to break his hold. They are close to you. Despite the wind from your position, if you were to throw your weapon at the attacker, you would have a good chance at hitting your mark. Let's grab a rock and hurl it at the attacker. We need dexterity 15 for that, and we have that. Your aim is true, and the hit jars Theodan loose. Lurching to his feet, Theodan clambers up the base of the rocks. As he nears the top, however, the wind flares, pulling him sideways and tearing one of his hands free. But diving onto the hard rock, you manage to catch hold of it. Securing his other hand, you pull with waning strength, and it feels as though your arms will be jerked from their sockets. They hold just long enough for Theodan to set his feet and join you on the trembling ledge. There's a deep resonance to the swelling wind now. You feel it in the rocks beneath your feet, and inside the cavity of your own chest, as though it would shake the marrow from your bones. Each new gust menaces the old stones before you, loosening connections, unsettling balances. As you dart beneath the old archway, the entire portal begins to fall beneath its own weight. And that's it, I guess, for this. And then we enter this cavern, I guess. Yes, and now we are in here. New map discovered.
Was that?
A Buick. Had to be.
And we're lucky to be alive.
We're the only ones.
There could be another collapse. We're not getting out that way anyway. Let's get further inside. Can you walk?
Yeah, he nods, and he can walk. And that's the map. And now we are here. And now I'm going to save my game. Let's make a new save file. Oh, there's also actually an autosave here, so it doesn't matter. We gained a bunch of experience. And yeah. This is going to be it for this video. This was the very beginning of Pillars of Eternity. I'm already kind of intrigued and I want to play more of it. So I'm going to do that. I don't know if I'm going to record it or not. Could actually... I don't know. We have a lot of other projects on the channel right now. I don't know if a full-on let's play of this would be good. I'm going to debate that with myself. In any case, I really enjoyed this. I hope you did too. And I'm signing off now. See you again in the next video that I'm going to do. Thank you for watching and bye bye.